the 3rd of September. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning and it's time for another run. Today is a chase run according to the Zombies Run app, which means I'm going to set it to about 3 chases per hour, and those chases will appear at random. They'll mean that I'll hear some beeps and a warning that zombies are approaching, and I've got to run quicker to outrun the zombies. Now, I say it's set to 3 times per hour. That is an average. There was one run a few weeks ago where I got 7 chases in about 40 minutes, which was not fun when you're only expecting 3. My legs were absolutely knackered after that, so hopefully today I only get the 3. I'm wondering if it's going to mean that I do another sub 50 minute 10k, because if chases appear at the right time, it might force me to go that much quicker. I'm also planning a flat route along the river and then back up along the canal, so that should be quite nice. Hopefully there's not too many cyclists by the time I get to the canal, because the canal paths can be quite narrow, especially as you go near bridges, and that might slow me down. But it's going to be a fun and interesting run, and I'm looking forward to showing you the routes along the canal that I take. You ready? Let's go. 5 minutes 28 seconds for the first kilometre. No chases yet, but I've known it take quite a while to get to a chase before. It's an interesting way of training because you have got to go a little bit quicker, push up a little bit harder for a certain amount of time. I don't know exactly how long you've got to push for, but you've got to run about 20% quicker or risk losing some of your supplies to distract the zombies. Keeps things interesting. That's 5 minutes 14 seconds to the second kilometre. I'll be honest, my legs didn't feel great last night, so I'm going at quite a slow pace. I just feel really tight and tired. I need to probably go and get a sports massage, especially for my calves. So I'm just doing my first chase now. Had to speed up. Zombies are 45 metres away and evaded. You never know when those chases are going to happen. So unlike more traditional running, where you'll get told, right, sprint now, you'll sprint every 5 minutes or so for 30 seconds, because this is random, you never know when it's going to happen, you never know how long you're going to be sprinting for. So you're not sprinting flat out, you're just going about 20% quicker. That's one down. Hopefully only 2 more to go. Don't know when they'll happen though, so I better be careful. I may be running 5, but there are zombies about. So on Sunday, on long run day, I headed off that way, over to the right and down into Beeston past this industrial estate. Today, this is my normal route. Well, when I come out this way anyway. Down the canal, turn right when I get to a car that's parked up front. Then head back into town that way. Now I'm going to have to add some time on because I've got 34 minutes left of this run. And I might get more chases as I go around here, but we'll see. Morning. I've been out 32 minutes now. My legs feel really tired. And there's a zombie. Time to do another sprint. Oh, evasion. My legs do not like this. I suppose it's getting used to what's going to happen on the marathon though. I'll see you when I've outrun this zombie. That was tiring. My legs are not happy with this. I think I'm going to take, normally I'd walk about 5 to 12 miles a day on top of my runs. I think I might try and keep it at the low end today. Let my legs rest properly. Shouldn't have trained legs at the gym yesterday. So, just after that second sprint, there was another one, a third. I wasn't able to outrun the Doms that time. I'm sure they teleport sometimes. They went from 50 meters to 16. So I'd lost 8 supplies. That is one problem, is your legs should be knackered from a slow sprint. And then it gives you another one within a couple of minutes. Hopefully though, no more, because I don't think my legs will take it. So first time in ages I've just taken a walking break. First time I've done that on a run for quite some time. My legs just do not feel like they want to keep running too fast. This is one of those sessions that's taxing for the mind. It can be really disheartening when you want to go but your legs just say no, but you've got to listen to your body. You realise that one bad run or one run that doesn't go as you want doesn't wreck your training. It doesn't mean that you're failing. And who can be sad when all ducks are out? Now, a run that doesn't go the way you want is training for the mind. Ready to push, and also to be smart. I'm not going to go right it too much worse. I will walk the rest of the way. But I've got to be safe. I've got another long run on Sunday, so. And then a fourth set of zombies. I'm not going to outsprint them. I'm going to let them catch me. My legs have to recover yet from the previous two. Goodbye supplies, hello zombies. Less than 45 minutes for 8 kilometres. 10k and 50 is definitely out of the question, but I might still be able to hit 11k on this run. As I said, it's not going to be a complete waste, it's time on feet. Good practice, because I will hit a wall, I reckon. Metaphorically, not metaphysically, the Manchester. Slow down a minute. Don't litter. Find a bin for your race gel packs. Oh, I shouldn't have stopped. My legs now just want a few seconds rest, so I'll give it to them. Oh, another bin. Keep beautiful Britain tidy. You know we could win. Morning, morning, morning. I've set it to 3 average chases in an hour. This is the 5th. My legs will not take it. I am not going to do another sprint today. In less than 50 minutes, when I've said 3 chases per hour, I'm limping through my 6th chase. I'm definitely going to have a word with the app developer. I know it's an average of 3 per hour, but you wouldn't expect it to double in 50 minutes when you set it to 3, would you? You've got to push your body as far as it's safe for you to do, and right now, today, 6, 7, possibly 8 by the time I get this run done, chases, that's not safe. My body and my health and getting to that starting line in Manchester are more important. So I've got about 8 minutes 20, taking another walking break. I've taken a couple. My left leg is not happy. When I get back to the flat, I'll do my usual debrief. It won't be a happy one necessarily, but we'll see how that goes. And then I will carb up, have a bit of food, stretch, and put some ice on my leg. You've got to be sensible. If it doesn't feel great, if it feels like you're going to actually hurt yourself, stop. I know people say no pain, no gain, but pain and discomfort are 2 different things. Discomfort's alright, you push beyond that. pain, and that's what this is starting to feel like, is your body's way of saying something's wrong. You've got to listen to that, otherwise you'll end up giving up far more. It will take you far longer to get back to fitness if you actually do injure yourself. So I'm going to take it easy, try and finish the last 7 minutes of this run. I think I will try and run it. I'm just going to take a different route, not along the canal. I'm going to turn off this lock and head back, and I'm going to head back over the road. Let's get going. Come on. Hello, this is several hours after that run. I've just been editing it and I got to the end monologue and thought, well, I'm actually in a better mood now, so I thought I'd give you a bit of an update, especially as I've had time now to think about what went wrong. First things first, why am I dressed like this? I did go to the gym after work and then went for a bit of a wander. The legs are still tight. Today's pull workout was not very good, but I recognised it wasn't going to be a good one quite early on, so I switched from what I normally do, which is training close to failure, to taking it easier, doing more of a deload, and it was just one of those days where totally low energy. When I got back from the run earlier, I decided I wasn't going to sit down. I decided I'd put my hydration pack down and go for a short, gentle walk just to keep the legs ticking over, keep them going. And while I was out there, I thought, well, are there any things that I can research that might explain why my legs felt so heavy? And the things that came up got me thinking, why was my energy so low? And I've got it down to a few things. It could be any one of these, or it could be a number of them. Number one, I forgot to take my supplements this morning before the run. I didn't notice until quite a while after my run that the tablets I keep ready for the morning were still there. One of the tablets that I take first thing in the morning, I take a multivitamin, I take an omega-3, but I also take an iron tablet. I'm one of those people, I don't like the taste of iron-rich foods, and I'm not particularly good at cooking. I'm not particularly safe with sharp implements, if I'm totally honest. So rather than trying to force myself to eat stuff that I don't like, and maybe having to try and prepare stuff when I'm not particularly safe at preparing food, I take an iron supplement. Low iron can actually reduce your energy levels. My iron levels aren't going to plummet if I don't take a supplement for a day, but that might have been part of it. Now, number two, I didn't hydrate as much this morning as I normally do. Normally I'm up at about 4:30, 4:45, and I'll have 2-3 glasses of water between then and when I go for my run. Today I got out of bed at 5, had my breakfast, which had a little bit of water in it and some creatine. I think I showed it on Wednesday's run. And I had 1 glass of water. So I was underhydrated. One of the first things you should do in the morning is have a couple of glasses of water, because you've been asleep and dehydrating overnight. You're not taking your water, you're not replacing water, you're sweating it out, you're moving around. Your water's just disappearing from the body as it does. Not in any sort of catastrophic manner, but if you're going to try and be active shortly after waking, you want to make sure you're hydrated, you want to make sure you've got some food in you, so you've got some energy and some nutrition. And I just failed on the hydration side. So yesterday I trained legs, fairly heavy for me, at the gym. Now that was in the morning, but the way I decided to train, especially my quads, on reflection, not a great way of doing it. I did 16 reps, waited 20 seconds, did another set to failure. I think I did another 10-12 reps, waited 20 seconds, did another set to failure, and the final set I think was 6 reps. I did 5 sets total with virtually no rest in between, and on reflection that was utterly stupid. I won't be doing that again, certainly not before the Manchester Marathon. Recovery is something I've not been great at. My legs get overused. I think I worked out the other day there have been 7 days since the beginning of March where I haven't hit at least 20,000 steps. recently the average has been pushing closer to 30,000 steps per day minimum. On Sundays, long run days, the most that's been recently is 50,000 or so. It's typically over 40,000, except for about 4 or 5 weeks ago when I suffered from food poisoning. So just took a day to completely recover from that. I think I am overusing my legs. If you run and then you add another 8 to 12 miles of walking a day on top of doing a full-time job, on top of doing these videos, I mean, today, even though the run was not good, I've done 30,517 steps, 15.52 miles. I did less than 10k on the run, so less than 6 miles. I've walked about 8-9 miles today. Another thing that hasn't been great for me is my sleep. Now, I definitely don't get 8 hours of sleep a night. I typically get somewhere between 5 and 6 hours a night. I'm up at 4:30. I won't be going to bed tonight until probably 10:30, 11 o'clock, because I want to get this video out tonight. This is nowhere near as bad as I felt when I was marathon training a couple of years ago, so that's a huge positive. But it is a wake-up call to me to take